Hopefully a lot of kids in attendance. So Barkley's free throw rattles in, and Charleston still ahead, 14-6 with 13:23 left to play. So Marquise Pointer will bring it across the timeline. Had 2 seconds to spare. Gets over to Evan Bailey. Back to Marquise. Marquise back over to Evan. Boy, it'd be nice to get Evan going again. As he has it as the top of the key. Gets it into Peyton Hulsey. Over to Kenyon Berry. Three-pointer from the left wing. 1, 2, 3. That's the Colorado kid hitting a three. And Kenyon Berry pushes the Charleston lead back to 11. 17-6 with 12:50 left to play in the first half. Tejada dribbles into the front court. Gets it over to his teammate Bryant. Bryant gets it over to Ajay, who checks in for the first time. Kanu Ajay for East Carolina. Tejada has it. He gets a screen from Bryant on the left wing right in front of Earl Grant and the Charleston bench. Drives the baseline, cut off nicely by Evan Bailey. 3 seconds to shoot. Tejada doesn't even see it, and it's going to be a shot clock violation. Great defense by Charleston, Danny.
Yeah, Charleston has the same. ECU is just all over the place at this point. They're getting any shot they want on the offensive end. On the defense, really, East Carolina hasn't got any shot so far. The one basket they've made has really been just kind of a like my dad used to say, a blind squirrel finds an acorn sometimes. Just a lucky shot.
There you go. So Marquise Pointer now has it on the attack, and he'll dribble into the front court. Marquise gets it over to Kenyon Berry, back over to Marquise Pointer. Gets it to Peyton Hulsey, back to Marquise. Marquise on the right wing, no look pass to Nick Harris on the left baseline. Nick with the power dribble, gets it to Marquise. Marquise in the paint, a floater with the left hand, no good. The rebound's grabbed by Barkley of East Carolina. He'll sprint into the front court, lost the ball momentarily, almost stolen by Marquise. He's able to retrieve it, gets over to Tejada. Tejada the second, as he has on the back of his jersey, going one-on-one against Kenyon, turns, spins, and airmails. I mean, he just threw that pass.
This is Terrence O'Donohue, and this is Charleston Basketball on the Charleston Sports Network.
Back to action here at the TD Arena. Cam Johnson gets into Jarrell Brantley over to Kenyon Berry on the right wing. Step in jumper for Kenyon is no good, short from the right wing, and rebound grabbed by East Carolina. Tejada pushes it to Barkley on the right wing. He drives down the lane, goes up with the left hand. His layup is good, and he's fouled. And that time, Danny, poor execution by Charleston in terms of stopping the ball from getting to the paint.
Yeah, transition defense has been one of their points of emphasis this year. They have to stop the ball. East Carolina hasn't taken very good shots, so now they're going to probably force the issue sometimes before that Charleston defense gets set.
So it's now 17-8. Barkley's free throw is no good. Ball grabbed by Jarrell Brantley. He gets it over to Cam Johnson. And gets over to Peyton Hulsey, over to Kenyon Berry. Back to Hulsey, into Jarrell. Jarrell over to Nick. Layup is good. And that plays work. That high-low situation where Jarrell catches it in the middle of the zone and throws it to Nick Harris on the left baseline, and Nick able to finish the play. And Charleston back on top by 11, 19-8 with 10:50 left to play. Bryant has it. Top of the key. Hands it off to Tejada. Tejada wanted the three but wasn't there. He has it now on the right wing. Guarded by Hulsey. Tejada goes it in the corner to his teammate Tyson. Tyson pass stolen by Peyton Hulsey. Hulsey quickly into the front court. Hulsey will get a screen from Nick Harris. Bounce pass over to Cam Johnson. Three-pointer from the left wing. No good. Long. Rebound grab by Barkley. He's a one-man fast break. They're in the front court. Euro step. Left-hand layup is no good. Offensive putback is no good. And then we're going to have a foul on Barkley. And for some reason, Danny, Barkley is a good-looking player. He gets that steam going, but we're not stopping the ball.
Yeah, he's trying that James Harden kind of step through Euro step, but he doesn't quite have the touch at the end of it. You know, he's making the play, but he can't quite finish around the rim.
And he's moving fast, that's for sure. So Evan Bailey will check back into the Cougar lineup, and he'll inbound it to his teammate Peyton Hulsey. Also James Bourne into the lineup for the Cougars. So Hulsey over to Kenyon Berry on the left wing. He gets a screen from his teammate Evan Bailey. Throws it over to Peyton Hulsey. Hulsey works around a screen from Bourne. Hulsey picks up his dribble. Back over to Evan. Bounce pass. Kenyon Berry. Three-pointer from the right corner. No good as it rattles out. Rebound grabbed by Ajay. So East Carolina now on the attack. Trailing Charleston 19-8 with 9:50 left to play in the first half. So Williams has it, gets it over to Bryant. Bryant right around Evan Bailey. Layup is good, and he's fouled by Evan Bailey. That's just a tough matchup for Evan.
Yeah, that's something he's known for, is moving his feet. He kind of uses angles to help himself, but with good athletes, he has to do a good job and get a little help from his teammate, kind of help him on drives.
Yeah, Grant Brantley, he's a 6'7" sophomore on him as well. As his free throw is no good. Cam Johnson will run it down. East Carolina now 2 of 6 from the free throw line. Charleston leading 19-10 with 9:35 left to play in the first half. Peyton Hulsey, top of the key, gets it over to Cam Johnson. Layup, no good. And the rebound grabbed by Ajay. The big guy will lumber down the floor. Gets over to his teammate White. White gets it over to Prince Williams. Williams guarded by Evan. Gets over to White. White three-pointer from the top of the key. No good. Rebound grab by Cam Johnson. Cam quickly into the front court on the right wing. Picks up his dribble. Skip pass over to Evan Bailey, but knocked out of bounds by East Carolina. So it will be Charleston basketball as Marquise Pointer will check in, and he'll replace Peyton Hulsey. Also, Clarence Williams will check in and replace Grant Bryant. Charleston just one of their last 5 from the floor. Marquise will inbound it. Throws it into Canyon Berry. Canyon has it, gets it back over to Marquise. So Marquise will set up the offense and gets over to Cam Johnson. Back to Canyon Berry. Back to Cam Johnson on the left wing. Gets it to Evan in the middle of the zone. Pass to James Bourne. Left-hand layup is good. That play's worked at least 4 times today. Get it in the middle of the zone and throw it to the guy on the baseline. And Charleston back on top, 21-10 with 8:40 left to play in the first half. Prince Williams gets it over to Barkley. Barkley guarded by the smaller Marquise Pointer. Barkley calls for a pick. Barkley still has it. Drives the right baseline. Throws it back to Prince Williams. Three-pointer from the top of the key from Williams is good. And Prince Williams now with 4 points on the evening. And Charleston still on top, 21-13 with 8:13 left to play in the first half. Cam Johnson over to Marquise. Marquise over to Canyon. Back to Marquise. Wanted the three, wasn't there. So Marquise passed to middle. Evan Bailey over to James Bourne. This time it's stolen. Finally, East Carolina recognized what to do, and Barkley has it. Once again in the front court, Euro step. Layup is good. The Euro step is working for Barkley. He gets to the rim again, and ECU now on a 5-0 run. They cut the Charleston lead to 6, 21-15. We'll have a foul. That'll go against Prince Williams. That'll be his first. That'll be the team's being paced by Jarrell Brantley's 6 points, while 1, 2, 3 guys with 3 points each. Johnson, Pointer, and Barry. Bourne has 2, and Harris has 4. Charleston's basketball. Marquise gets into the zone, throws back out to Canyon Berry in the left wing, over to Evan Bailey, and threw it away. Turnover from Canyon Berry. And Charleston really has done somewhat of a nice job. Just the 4th turnover of the half for the Cougars, and just an errant pass. It would be ECU basketball. So White gets it over to Prince Williams. He's guarded by Marquise Pointer. White has it in the corner. He gets it over to Barkley. Barkley, swing pass over to Prince Williams, I should say. Drives down the lane. Right-hander runner, no good. Rebound grabbed by James Bourne. Bourne gets it over to Marquise Pointer. Marquise pushes it ahead to Evan Bailey. Three-pointer from the right wing. Rattled. It was halfway down. Came out. Marquise Pointer gets the offensive rebound. His putback is no good. And here comes East Carolina. Prince Williams gets over to Clarence Williams. His runner down the right lane is good. And it's now 21-17. Evans basketball, Danny, literally went around the rim, I would say at least 3 or 4 times and then spun out.
Yeah, that's one of those shots you think it is going to go down. Last minute kind of spins out on you.
Charleston just 2 of their last 8 from the floor. As Marquise Pointer has a three-pointer from the top of the key to Jonesboro, Arkansas freshman. Just hit another one. 1, 2, 3. Marquise just hit a 3. And Charleston back up by 7, 24-17 with 6:20 left to play in the first half. Marquise Pointer all over the ECU opponent, Williams, and he gets over to White. White gets it over to Ajay. Ajay gets it back to Prince Williams, top of the key. He works around the screen from Ajay, backs away, 10 seconds to shoot. White has on the right wing. He drives down the lane. Bumped by Canyon, no call. Nice contest by Canyon. Shot no good. Rebound fell right into the hands of James Bourne. Gets over to Cameron Johnson. Over to Canyon Berry. He drives right baseline. Slipped and lost his footing. Went out of bounds, and so it'll be ECU's basketball.
It's a good drive by Kenyon right there.
So we'll reset it for you here. 22.7 seconds left. Charleston leading 37-21. It's Halsey, Barry, Bourne, Bailey, and Pointer on the floor for Charleston. And Charleston obviously can hold it for the last shot. So Halsey has it just near the timeline in the middle of the Charleston logo. Goes over to Canyon, 10 seconds left. Back over to Halsey on the right wing, gets a screen from Bourne. He's in the middle of the paint. Turning, spinning, shot up, shot no good. Rebound's going to be grabbed by Ajay of East Carolina, and that'll be it. So a good look that time by Peyton Halsey, just could not. And welcome back to the TD Arena. 14:38 left to play. Charleston leading 47-30. Ajay checks in for the Pirates. As Tyson goes down the lane, shot up with the left hand, no good. Ajay with the offensive rebound. His left-handed putback is good. And that cuts the Charleston lead to 15, 47-32. Big guy showing a little finesse there, Danny.
Yeah, I didn't think he had that in him. He had a nice little left-hand touch off the glass. Ajay showing he has some skills down at the block.
So Peyton Halsey over to Evan Bailey. He drives the right baseline, throws it out to Peyton Halsey. Halsey with the three-pointer from the right wing, no good. Evan had the offensive rebound momentarily and then stolen from him, and then a foul from Peyton Halsey in the backcourt. That's one of those fouls, Danny, you really didn't need.
No, that's one of the ones they need him in the game because they need his leadership skills. So he's got to let that one go. You know, if they get past him on the fast break, they got a little bit of a lead. Sometimes you got to let it go.
So Charleston still ahead, 47-32, with 14 minutes exactly left. And the clock running as Prince Williams dribbles into the front court right in front of Jeff Lebo. Gets over to Tyson. Tyson kicks it out to, is that Williams as well? Three-pointer from the right corner, no good. Actually, that was White. That was blocked by the ECU bench. As Marquise Pointer now dribbles into the front court on the left wing. Marquise still has it. Down the lane, shot up, blocked, right into the hands of Barkley. Here comes Barkley. He throws it ahead to Tyson. 2-on-1. Tyson with the right-hand layup is good, and it's now 47-34, and ECU making a little run here. Charleston, however, still up by 13 with 13:20 left to play. Pointer over to Evan Bailey on the right wing. Back to Peyton Halsey. Halsey goes to James Bourne, who hands off to Canyon Berry. Three-pointer from the top of the key. Good, no good. Short. Rebound grabbed by ECU. And Tyson now has it. He throws it in the corner to White, who drives down the lane. He's going to be fouled before he could get the shot off. They're going to call the foul on Evan Bailey.
And Charleston experienced one of those lulls sometimes you have in a game where offensively it's not clicking, so they have to find some kind of way to generate a little bit more movement on offensive end. ECU has kind of picked up their zone a little bit, kind of been more man-to-man within that zone, so Charleston has to recognize and adjust.
So Canyon Berry, Nick Harris, and Cameron Johnson, I should say, check back into the lineup, and ECU is forced to take a 30-second timeout. That becomes a full timeout.
Your doors wide for business by showing you what the new YP can do. Visit us at marketingsolutions.yp.com.
This is Terrence Donahue. This is Charleston basketball on the Charleston Sports Network.
And back to action, and Anu with a two-hand slam out of the timeout makes it 47-36. Charleston on top with 12:35 left to play. Nick Harris has it, dribble, hands it off to Cam Johnson. Johnson in the paint, runner, no good, short. Rebound grabbed by Ajay. East Carolina right now with a 6-0 run over the last 134. And White spinning, turning, shot up, no good. Rebound grabbed by Jarrell Brantley. Cougars got three numbers, 3-on-1. Jarrell straight down the lane, left-hand layup, no good. Rebound grabbed by East Carolina. And here comes Barkley. He's in the front court. Going up against Cam Johnson. Left-hand layup is no good, but he's fouled by Cam Johnson. And Barkley will go back to the free throw line, which actually might not be a bad thing, Danny, as Barkley just 1 of 3 from the free throw line thus far.
Yeah, he's the one guy that's aggressive out on those wings, so in those transition opportunities with his left hand and his probing and other, he's going to cause some trouble. Charleston has to match up with him, especially in transition.
So Barkley will go to the free throw line. Barkley with 11 points on the evening. First free throw is no good. As Peyton Halsey will check back in for Marquise Pointer. Barkley doing a great job scoring from the floor. He's 5 of 7, but just now 2 of 5 from the free throw line. And ECU now only down by 10. 47-37. Charleston leading with 12:05 left to play. Charleston has gone scoreless over the last 2:50. So Cam Johnson. ECU now in a man-to-man defense as Brantley has it now on the right block. Brantley going one-on-one against Barkley, spinning, turning. Right-hand layup is good. And Jarrell Brantley with a strong move again. And Brantley puts Charleston back on top by 12, 49-37. Danny, what a luxury we're going to have having him for the next, this year plus the next 3.
Yeah, I mean, the freshman class, really all of them have contributed greatly this year.
So Tyson drives right baseline, cut off at the baseline. So he throws it back out to Williams. Williams drives down. Shot up, no good. Rebound grab by Ajay. He's in the paint. His shot up is good, and he's fouled. And right now, Charleston with really no answer for the big guy. And they're going to call the foul on Cam Johnson, I believe. Yeah, they're going to call him on Cam Johnson. So we'll have another media timeout. And when we come back, Ajay will be at the free throw line to shoot 1. 11:19 to play. Charleston 49, ECU 39. You're listening to Charleston Basketball. Their dad said they would not go to bed until they heard their shout out. So Danny's done our part.
That's commitment on their part.
Special give shout out. Hopefully we'll see Gavin and Katie on Sunday.
That's right.
Here at the TD Arena for Kids Day. Tip off at 3 o'clock against North Greenville. So Ajay's free throw rattles in, and it's now 49-40. Charleston up by 9 with 11:15 left to play. Ajay now with 7 points and 5 rebounds off the bench. Canyonberry has it right in front of us and gets it over to Nick Harris. Top of the key, bounce pass over to Jarrell Brantley. They run the ISO. Jarrell on the block, going against Barkley. Pass stolen. Tried to pass it to Nick Harris and pass stolen. And here comes ECU. Prince Williams down the lane, and it's now stolen by Cam Johnson. And Johnson still going one-on-one, shot up, shot blocked, but he's fouled, and so Cam Johnson will go to the free throw line now to shoot 2.
And this could be a good sign for Charleston to get some free throws right here. The game's got a little ragtagging, more on ECU's favor right now, so maybe settling down, getting to the line, getting 2 free throws to get Charleston back into a rhythm and back being productive on the offensive end.
So Cam Johnson tonight with 8 points and 8 rebounds, also 3 assists. Cam 3 of 4 from the free throw line tonight. Cam's first free throw attempt is up and in. So Charleston back on top by 10, 50-40 with 10:52 left to play in regulation. The second free throw coming up for Cam. And it's long, and rebound grabbed by Barkley. He'll quickly get it over to Prince Williams, who pushes it in the front court to Tyson. Over the white ball, tipped, almost stolen by Cam again. And Ajay on the baseline. He goes up for a dunk. He misses it this time. He was on the left baseline, but he's fouled. And the foul will go on Nick Harris. I believe that'll be his 4th, Danny. So now very important that James Bourne come up with some big minutes here as it's 10:42 left to play, and Charleston already with 18 fouls.
Yeah, and that's a big loss for the Cougars because Harris is the one guy with that 6'10 frame that can change shots around the rim. So him being out for a few minutes, that's a big test, especially for the drive and kick kind of team the ECU team is.
So Ajay misses the first. East Carolina now 5 of 13 from the free throw line. So Nick Harris will check out, as well as Cam Johnson, Peyton Hulsey, and James Bourne. Or actually, I'm sorry, Marquise Pointer and James Bourne will check into the lineup. Second free throws, no good. Rebound grabbed by Jarrell Brantley. He'll get it over to his teammate Peyton Hulsey. Hulsey over to Marquise Pointer. Pointer has it right in the middle of the floor. Passes it over to Hulsey on the left wing, who dribbles to the top of the key. Goes it back to Canyonberry in the curl. Layup down the lane is no good. Right-hander. Canyon fouled. And the foul's called against Ajay. So now Canyonberry will go to the free throw line for 2 underhanded free throws.
And you get the sense that the Charleston team has adjusted to that change of defense from ECU. I predicted they would probably come out of that zone, and they did. They almost went a zone to a man matchup, but now finally to a man-to-man. It took a while for Charleston to adjust, but now they're starting to get the shots they want again.
So free throw from Canyon is good. Nice article in one of those publications. I posted it on our College of Charleston Radio Network Facebook page about Canyon following his dad's footsteps
Right.
in terms of shooting the underhanded free throws. Both free throws are good, by the way, by Canyonberry, and Charleston back on top, 52-40, with 10:15 left to play. White swings it over to Barkley in the corner, right corner, so he dribbles it out and throws it back over to White. White pass it out to Tahaja. And the ball stolen. Gets into the hands of Peyton Hulsey over to Canyonberry. Euro step. Lost the ball as he was going up. Ball still loose. Ran down by Marquise Pointer. And then he kind of pushes it over to Peyton Hulsey. Jarrell Brantley. Pass over to James Bourne. Bourne. He's now one ISO down the lane. James Bourne. Pass out to Canyonberry. Drives down the lane. Runner no good. Ball knocked out by James Bourne, but right into the hands of Barkley. Barkley, ECU has it. He's in the front court. He goes up. Strong left hand. Basket's good. And he's fouled. Right now, Charleston with no answer for Barkley. The foul's going to go against Peyton Hulsey.
Yeah, he's one of those players that once he gets on the wing, you almost see what he's going to do right before he's going to come hard with that left hand, and he's going to dare you to stop it.
So Evan Bailey will check into the lineup. He'll replace Jarrell Brantley as Nick Harris now has 4. Cam Johnson has 3. Peyton Hulsey has 3. So the fouls slowly but surely starting to accumulate for Charleston. Free throws up and in by Barkley, and it's 52-43. East Carolina will not go away. Charleston, just one of their last 7. It's Charleston with the 9-point lead. 9:25 left to play. Pointer over to Hulsey. Hulsey well above the 3-point line. Kind of backs away, looks over the defense, gets it over to Canyonberry. Canyon has it, he's in the lane, turns, spins, shot up, no good, he's fouled. But Canyonberry will go to the free throw line again for 2 underhanded free throws.
And he's the one guy that came out this year blazing offensively, so look for him to be aggressive. They're going a little bit through the scoring low. Your top offensive guy, that's what he's going to do. He's going to put you on the back in the times that you really need to score some buckets.
Barry, one of the 2 Cougars in double figures. The other, Jarrell Brantley, both have 12 right now. Actually, Canyon just hit his 13th point. Canyon 4 of 11 from the floor, 2 of 5 from behind the 3-point line, and now 3 of 3. Make that 4 of 4 from the free throw line as he pushes the Charleston lead back to 11. 54-43 with 9:15 left to play. Tejada dribbles across the timeline along the left sideline. Gets a screen from Ajay. They throw it back to White. 3-pointer from the left wing. No good. Great lockout by Canyonberry as Barkley went over his back to come up with the rebound. They didn't call it. He got it, but he was on the end line. So that is going to be a turnover. And it'll be Charleston's basketball. So Charleston on the attack. Clock running. 8:57 left to play. Charleston 54. East Carolina 43. Barry has it on the right. Gets it over to Peyton Hulsey. Hulsey, chest pass back over to Canyon. Gets it to James Bourne on the roll. His left hand layup is no good, but he's fouled by Ajay. And again, perfect execution, Danny, the pick and roll. That time as they found James Bourne rolling to the basket.
Yeah, and that's Charleston starting to do that, starting to get to the basket, get some free throws, get a little rhythm going. They're trying to find back that rhythm they had in the first half.
So Bourne, first free throw attempt is good. Bourne now with 3 points on the night. Charleston shooting 42% from the floor. ECU shooting 41%. Second free throw from Bourne is good. Cam Johnson and Jarrell Brantley will check into the Cougar lineup. And they'll replace Peyton Hulsey and Evan Bailey. So 8:41 left to play. Charleston 56, East Carolina 43. Everett German and Danny Johnson courtside here at the TD Arena as Charleston looks to win their 4th in a row. White on the right wing, right in front of the East Carolina bench. Skip pass over to Tejada, who drives the lane on the left baseline. Jump pass over to Ajay. Pass it over to Tyson. His 2-footer is no good, and the rebound's grabbed by James Bourne. Bourne will outlet it to Cameron Johnson as he'll send a crisp chest pass over to Marquise, and he'll throw it right back to Cam. Cam has it top of the key near the timeline. Looking to get it over to Canyonberry, and he does. Canyon has it right in front of our broadcast position, and he'll skip it over to Canyon. Down the lane, right-hand layup off the glass. Good! And Cam Johnson with the runner off the glass. And that gives the Charleston lead back to 15, 58-43 with 7:40 left to play. Tejada dribbles down the lane, shot up, no good. And they're going to call a blocking foul on James Bourne. And we'll have a media timeout. 7:38 left to play. Charleston 58, East Carolina 43. You're listening to Charleston basketball.
Hey, Low Country.
This is Evan Bailey, and you're listening to the Charleston Sports Network.
So Tejada at the free throw line. And his first free throws up and no good off the front iron. ECU 6 of 17 from the free throw line. Not their best free throw shooting night, obviously. Tejada on the night with 2 points and 1 rebound. So Tejada's second free throw attempt coming up. And it's good. And that cuts the Charleston lead to 14 as Charleston leading 58-44 with 7:35 left to play. Cameron Johnson on the floor with Marquise Pointer, Canyonberry, James Bourne, and Jarrell Brantley. Cam Johnson has it top of the key. Gets it over to Canyonberry on the curl. Runner in the lane. Good. Canyonberry with the runner inside the paint. Makes it 60-44 Charleston. 7:12 left to play. Tejada. Swing pass back to Tyson. Tyson, left-hand dribble along the right lane. Tyson out, the left-hand layup, shot up, and it's a charging foul. James Bourne, phenomenal job, Danny, sliding over in position and taking the charge.
Yeah, ECU, they're putting their head down trying to get to the rim. Bourne predicted he would get there, got set, took it in the chest, got the offensive foul.
Great defense again by Charleston, Danny. We talk about it time and time again. That's the one thing that really has been consistent. I mean, you think about even the Davidson game, we made them take some very difficult shots, and they did a good bit of damage, obviously, from the free throw line, but the defense has been very consistent all season long thus far for Charleston.
Yes, without a doubt.
Marquise Pointer, back over to Cam, back over to Marquise. Marquise over to Cam. Marquise trying to get in that shooting range, and bounce pass to Jarrell Brantley. Pass it into James Bourne on the baseline. James, power dribble. Didn't have it, so it goes back to Jarrell. Brantley goes up with a two-hand slam, and he slams it in the paint. Great pass from James Bourne to Jarrell Brantley. And JB able to finish with the two-hand slammer. And Charleston back up by 18, 62-44 as Williams gets it over to Tyson. Three-pointer from the left wing, short. Ran down, however, by Tyson. Gets over to Ajay. Ajay spinning, turning, left-hand layup, no good. Putback is good by that guy again, Barkley, and he's fouled. So Barkley with the putback and an opportunity for a three-point play.
You almost want to instill a hack a Jordan, a hack a Shaq on him because he's so effective when he's around the basket. You might as well send him to the free throw line the way he's been shooting tonight.
And I'm not just saying this because of his hairstyle, Danny. He literally plays like Kenneth Fareed. Now, he's not Kenneth's size, but in terms of energy, just active. Of course, his free throw is good. Who played at Morehead State. We played against them a couple of years back and now in the NBA. But just all energy, all effort. Not going to run any plays for him, so to speak, but he's just going to get broken plays and putbacks. And he has 18 points now. And Charleston still ahead by 15, 62-47. Hulsey draws the left side. Layup, no good. Rebound in the hands of Barkley. One-man layup. And there he goes. He missed this time, the layup. But he gets the offensive rebound, Barkley does. His putback is good. Drove the length of the floor, missed the layup, hustled back, got a steal.
Kind of just speed and agility getting to the rim. But, yeah, they're both effective either way. But we're at the point in the game at 5:46 to go where Charleston needs to look to up this lead a little bit. You kind of get a 13-point lead. You kind of want to shift. The game can go either way right now. This is the point where you want to get a few good offensive possessions and close this thing down.
So Jarrell Brantley will inbound it. ECU with a little full court pressure. And Charleston breaks it with ease as Peyton Halsey dribbles into the front court. Gets it back over to Marquise. Marquise backs it away. Gets over to Peyton Halsey. Halsey has it right in front of Earl Grant. Pass over to Canyon Berry. Canyon drives left baseline. Had nowhere to go, but a blocking foul is going to be called on Ajay. And so Canyon Berry, that's the 8th team foul against East Carolina. So now Barry will go to the free throw line to shoot 1 plus the bonus.
And that's what Charleston expects him to do. He's the leader of the team. He's the leading scorer on this team, and they need to get those buckets. They're going to be looking for him and Cam Johnson, and so far they've answered the bell.
Free throw is good by Canyon Berry. 63-49, Charleston leading with 5:31 left to play. Second free throw is good. Charleston back up by 15. So Prince Williams will dribble into the front court. Ball poked away, but right into the hands of Barkley. He draws the left baseline. The bucket's good. Had a steal momentarily, but right into the hands of Barkley, and he finishes the plays at 64-51, and then Charleston turns it over. Marquise Pointer's pass to Canyon Berry just a tad bit too high, so it'll be a turnover. That's just the 7th turnover of the night for Charleston. So Charleston still ahead, 64-51, with 5:10 left to play. Prince Williams, pass over to Tyson, three-pointer from the corner is good, and he's fouled. A 4-point opportunity. The foul is going to be called on Canyon Berry. And that's his second team foul, and Tyson will have a chance to complete a 4-point play. And right now the Charleston lead down to 10.
That's a big shot by Tyson right there. You know, I don't know about the foul. It was kind of ticky-tack in the corner, but, you know, the ref saw it. It's a little far from us, but chance for a 4-point play.
A free throw from Tyson is no good. And rebound grabbed by Jarrell Brantley. 8 of 20 from the free throw line is ECU tonight. So Canyon Berry has it in the front court, guarded by Barkley. ECU now in a man-to-man defense. Cam Johnson has it on the left wing. Pass over to Canyon Berry. Drives right baseline. Scoop. Layup is no good, but he's fouled, and Canyon Berry will go back to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Yeah, he's being extremely aggressive on the offensive end right now. It's almost like he's taking it upon himself to will this team to this victory.
Canyon Berry right now, Danny, with 18 points on the night. 6 of 6 from the free throw line. Free throw is good. The second free throw coming up, and this one is good as well. So Charleston back on top, 66-54. Canyon Berry averaging 20 points this season, and right now he has 20. So Williams over to Tyson on the right wing. Leaves it over for his teammate White. Gets it over to Barkley on the left wing. Back to White. White drives down the right lane. They're going to call a reach-in foul on Peyton Hulsey, and that will result in 2 as he's using the double bonus. So it's still 66-54, Danny. Charleston ahead with 4:28 left to play, but a ton of basketball left in this contest.
Yeah, but ECU shooting 40% from the free throw line. It's almost like you almost want to have them there. Yeah, you know,
it's almost kind of like the hack a whole team. As that free throw is good by White. That's his first free throw of the night. Let's see, Prince Williams is 1 of 2. Barkley's 4 of 7. Tyson's 1 of 3. Ajay's 1 of 3. Second free throw is good, and it's now back to a 10-point lead for Charleston, 66-56. And Canyon Berry has 2-on-1. Canyon, Nick, alley-oop to Canyon. He slams it home. Perfect pass from Nick Harris to Canyon Berry. You talk about a press attack. Wow. Two-hand slammer for Canyon Berry. Williams has it in the front court. Splits the